Day 49 of my 100 Days to $500,000 challenge. What if the breakthrough's actually closer than I think? What if quitting right now means walking away literally moments before everything changes? Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're unpacking the grueling reality of what it actually takes to survive the halfway point of a massive goal.
Tomorrow marks 50 days, halfway through this entire journey. And if I'm being totally honest with you, the results still aren't where I imagined they'd be. No massive income, no thousands of new subscribers, absolutely no overnight success story. It's just been 49 days of showing up, every single day. At first, that felt super disappointing, but then I realized something. Most people never even make it this far. Most people quit after a week, some make it a month, but a lot of folks just stop the very second things get difficult.
But I am still here, still learning, still uploading, still improving. This grueling, wildly unglamorous stretch is what we call the messy middle. It's that spot where the initial excitement has totally faded away, but the tangible results, they just haven't arrived yet. It is the ultimate test of endurance. And to really grasp what happens to the human mind during this phase, we need to look at how people handle extreme, isolated 100-day challenges.
Which brings us to Section 1, the psychology of isolation.
To understand this mental decay, we can actually analyze extreme 100-day survival challenges from creators like MrBeast and Ryan Trahan. It is wild to see how predictably the human mind decays under pressure. In a MrBeast challenge where two strangers, Bailey and Susie, were trapped in a white cube for 100 days, day 1 was all excitement. By day 20, they were fighting extreme temptation, literally turning down a $50,000 offer for smart beds just so they could turn off these blinding overhead lights. By day 49, you hit the absolute breaking point. And by day 99, it's just paranoia and pure desperation. And you know what's crazy? Ryan Trahan experienced the exact same timeline when he spent 100 days entirely in a virtual reality metaverse.
The mental collapse here is just visceral. Inside the cube, Bailey was so incredibly bored and isolated, he started whipping pieces of raw pork at the wall just to feel something. He was literally arguing with himself over a spoon. Meanwhile, right around that day 48 and 49 mark in the metaverse, Ryan Trahan was sitting completely alone, nauseatingly lonely, eating a sad virtual McDonald's Happy Meal, and actively questioning his own reality. The overwhelming urge to just throw in the towel peaks right here.
So that brings us to the ultimate question, doesn't it? Why endure the madness of the grind? Why sit in a white cube or strap on a VR headset or grind out 49 straight days of a $500,000 challenge with zero immediate results? Why not just take the easy way out? Well, to answer that, we really have to look at the mechanics of modern success. Moving right along to Section 2, the New Wealth Blueprint. Entrepreneur Mark Tilbury offers a highly logical framework to escape this exact madness, and his crucial starting point is this specific number, $63,750. According to the Social Security Administration, that is the average yearly salary for a person taking the traditional route in life. Break that down, and it's about $5,300 a month, which, let's face it, is absolutely nowhere near the $500,000 breakthrough we are aiming for.
Tilbury contrasts the traditional route with the new route. Look, the traditional path, school, exams, a standard 9-to-5 job, it's slow, and more importantly, it's capped. Even if you become a high-paid lawyer, you are still trading your time for money. The new route, though, is all about acquiring high-income skills, unlocking your freedom, and scaling a business. It has completely uncapped potential, but getting there, that requires surviving a very specific process. And here is Tilbury's clear, 3-step survival method that takes all this psychological struggle and grounds it into actionable advice. Step 1, consume. Step 2, apply. Step 3, educate. This blueprint is exactly how you navigate the 100-day challenge of building a business without completely losing your mind.
So step 1 is consume. You don't know everything, and assuming you do is a massive trap. You need to gather your materials, almost like you're in a survival game. This means studying communities on Reddit or Discord and identifying a high-income skill that naturally fits your talents. That could be video editing, coding, high-ticket sales, whatever it is. You just need to consume knowledge from the experts who have actually done what you want to do.
Next up is Section 3, Surviving the Apply Phase.
Now, this apply phase, this is exactly where day 49 happens. It's the messy middle.
The work is incredibly hard, the payout is practically zero, and it is exactly where most people throw their hands up and quit. But this is exactly what I realized today. Maybe success isn't about one big, massive moment. Maybe it's about becoming the kind of person who refuses to quit. Because every single video teaches me something. Every mistake teaches me something. Every day makes me better than I was yesterday. In the apply phase, failure isn't a setback. It's a mandatory tool for growth.
And history absolutely proves this. Even the most massive successes faced a brutal apply phase. Mark Zuckerberg didn't build Facebook on his very first try. J.K. Rowling faced 12 brutal rejections before anyone would publish Harry Potter. Beyoncé? She wrote hundreds of songs before landing a single smash hit. Tilbury makes it crystal clear. You absolutely must give yourself permission to fail. You have to push through that day 49 wall.
Finally, we reach Section 4, reaching the 100-day.
So what happens when you refuse to quit? When you survive the mental collapse and you finally make it to the 100th day? You arrive at Step 3, educate. By surviving the grueling apply phase, you've gained something incredibly invaluable, and that's real-world experience. Now you don't just have a skill, you have a system. You can teach others, you can create courses, build communities, and generate predictable, recurring revenue. You finally stop trading time for money, and you start scaling. At the end of the day, it all comes down to an ultimate choice. If you quit at day 49, you walk away with crushing regret and absolutely nothing to show for your pain. Think back to the MrBeast Cube Challenge. Susie and Bailey were offered a mystery box in exchange for $50,000 of their prize money. Out of pure fear, they rejected it. Well, inside that box was their $50,000 back, plus 2 brand new Teslas. Susie was devastated. She whined about the regret for 9 straight days. Quitting or playing it safe right in the middle of your challenge guarantees regret. But enduring to day 100, that unlocks expert status and the massive breakthrough you've been working for.
And maybe that's exactly what's happening right now in my own challenge. The breakthrough isn't arriving overnight. It's being built day by day. So today, I keep going. One more video, one more lesson, one more step closer to the goal. Day 49 complete. The journey to $500,000 continues.
So I'll leave you with this final thought. When you hit your own personal wall, when the excitement is gone, when the results are totally invisible, and when your mind is screaming at you to stop, will you quit on day 49? Or will you stay in the room, endure the messy middle, and see what incredible things happen on day 100? Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer. Keep building.